Hi, it's Mac from TheRubiksCubed, and today I want to announce a very big project that I've been working on. So this is the beginning of the Journal of Cubing Science and Innovation, an idea that I've been working on for a pretty long time, ever since the whole cubicle lab stuff started to become more popular. So I just wanted to make this video to talk to you about the journal and sort of open it up for the first round of papers to come in. Before I start though, I would be remiss if I didn't thank TheRubiksCubed, who's been helping me a bunch with a lot of this stuff, so a big thank you to him. So many of you probably know this, if you listen to the Del Sony podcast, you probably do. So on one of the recent episodes, we talked about this idea I had for a scientific research journal just for cubing, because some of you may know, but I'm a big science person. I go to school for science stuff, and I love doing research and stuff like that. So I had this idea ever since Cubicle Labs came out. Why don't we have a cubing community-based research journal, basically, where we can publish different findings and ideas to share with people. So that's the goal behind the JCSI, or Journal of Cubing Science and Innovation. And let me just review with you what my personal goals are for this journal. Now, this example journal that I've been holding up, the printout's kind of messed up at the top. My printer sort of butchered that, but you can look at the online doc. I'll have it linked down below on a view-only Google Doc, so you can take a look. It's like the example format for what the research journal is going to look like. So I have sort of like a mission statement on there, which basically outlines my goals for the journal. So I'm going to read it to you right now because it goes over everything about the journal and what I want it to accomplish. The Journal of Cubing Science and Innovation is an unofficial community-created scientific journal focused around the hobbies of cubing, speed cubing, twisty puzzle solving, twisty puzzle collecting, puzzle modifications, and other cubing-related activities. The goal of the journal is to communicate ideas about cubing through research and data analysis, provide a way for cubers without a means to advertise to a wide audience, to publicize new cubing ideas to others with the means of production for such innovations, and cultivate a community for appropriate and respectful exchanging and critiquing of ideas. So, like I said, that just goes over everything that I want this to become. But essentially, if you have an idea about cubing, something new, something that you want other people to see, I want there to be some sort of way to make that public besides, like what we have now, the internet, speed solving forums. Not everybody has the audience to do that. Anybody can have a good idea. So I want there to be sort of like a fun way to almost publish, but not officially publish, any experiments or ideas you may have so that others could see those ideas. So for example, if you wanted to make this cube mod, but you've never modded a cube before, but you think it's a good idea, you can publish it in this journal, and then somebody who has the means to produce that puzzle may see it and say, hey, I can do this, I can make this cube, and that's how we turn ideas into reality. So it's all about communication throughout the community. That's really the goal of this. So the example I just gave there was an example of a puzzle modification, but I have a few different categories that this journal will be going over. Here are the ones that I have written down. So general research, community studies, and experiments. That's the first one. It can be about anything related to the community, or like YouTube, or stuff like that. The next one is puzzle modifications and mechanisms. So like I just said, if you had a new mechanism idea or a new modification idea, you can put it here. Speed solving methods and techniques. So if you had like this new idea for solving a cube or solving this puzzle, or I have this new way to have random state scrambles for this puzzle, something like that, that would go into this category. And then we have miscellaneous ideas. So like the example I have here is a new speed stacks timer design, or something like that. Something that doesn't quite fit into the other categories, but can go into this research journal. So now to get into some important dates. If you're interested in contributing to the JCSI, that's great. I would love to have anybody's contributions. I'm giving everybody 2 weeks to come up with ideas and write a paper in the given format. Again, there's a format linked down below. So what I would suggest is you go to that link. It's the exact format of the paper, everything I want it to look like. And then just make a copy of that and then change the information to your information. So going along with that format, if you're submitting a paper, it has to follow that format. And in that format is our citations. And those citations I want to be in Chicago style, because this is more of like a written thing. If you If you're familiar with citation styles and you prefer like APA or something, I might make an exception depending on what type of paper you're writing up. For a lot of these, it's just writing like an English paper, and that's more like Chicago style citations are better for that. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's perfectly fine. Also, I linked a guide to Chicago citations down below in the description, and you can check that out and learn about how to do citations. You don't have to do citations either. If it's completely your 100% unique idea, that's great. I would just say that if you're taking any information from any other place, you need to cite that source. So I would familiarize yourself with either APA or Chicago, preferably Chicago. So as far as the actual submission of the papers, what you're going to do is, like I said, make a copy of the format, edit it to exactly what you want your paper to look like, and then you're going to attach it to an email and send it to this email right here. I'll put it on screen. That's my personal email. And then you have to make sure you do it in the 2-week period that I give you. The 2-week period will start as soon as I post this video. So I'll put that date up right over here as well. So you need to have your emails in by that date. I think 2 weeks is enough to generate an idea or write down an idea if you have one already. They also have to have this given title. I'll put the format on screen. Basically, it has to be Journal of Cubing Science and Innovation, Volume 1 submission, and then put your name. That just makes it easier to organize it for myself. So I'd really appreciate it if you make that the title. That would help me out. So as soon as that 2-week period ends, I and DG as well, DG will be helping me out. We're going to be reviewing all of those papers. Probably we're going to aim to do it in about a week. And so in that week, we're going to be looking at all the papers, seeing where there are formatting errors or if we have any suggestions for edits or stuff like that. And then we're going to be messaging everybody back and saying, hey, can you tweak this? There's a formatting error here. Can you change this? And as long as you fix those errors and reply back to us, then your paper can get into this journal. Now, unfortunately, not all ideas are going to get in here. It may be that we're like, work on this idea a little bit more, then get back to us. Or we may say, we like this idea a lot, we're going to put it for volume 2 or 3, just not the first one right now. So those might be the answers. So don't get discouraged with that sort of stuff. We're going to try to make everything work. And if you're interested to plug a YouTube channel or any other social media thing, that's perfectly fine also. So when you send the email, just say like, oh, my YouTube channel is this, or include it on your paper if you want to somewhere. And we'll make sure to put it in the journal so that people can find your YouTube channel. I would only ask though, only make submissions if you have a serious idea. Don't just do it just to advertise your YouTube channel. That won't get accepted. So if you have any questions about the process, the submission process, if you're not sure about an idea and you want to run it by us or maybe something like that, you can email me at my email, ajvetzer@yahoo.com. I'd be happy to take a look at your ideas and say my advice for some of them if you would like that. I'm going to try to make this the best I can and print a bunch of copies and have it available online for people to read, and hopefully it'll be a success. So let's see how it goes. So in this 2-week period, basically you have time to come up with your idea, develop it a little bit, and write a paper. And the goal is basically to get some ideas spread around, hopefully lead to some new things in cubing. And that's why we have the innovation part in the title, because I really want this to lead somewhere with, creating new things in the community. That's sort of the goal, sharing ideas and creating new things. So if you like the idea, please consider writing up a paper for it. So that's about it for this one. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can leave them down below, and that would be much appreciated. Like, share this video, and follow me on social media in order to be awesome, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.